In the outskirts of the small town of Willowbrook, nestled among ancient oaks and tangled vines, stood Graystone Manor. Abandoned for decades, the manor was a place of whispered legends and chilling tales. The townsfolk said it was cursed, and few dared to venture near. One crisp autumn evening, a curious teenager named Emily decided to explore the old mansion. Armed with a flashlight and her smartphone, she approached the towering gates, which creaked open as if beckoning her inside. The air grew colder as she crossed the threshold, the heavy scent of damp and decay filling her nostrils. Emily stepped inside the grand foyer, her flashlight beam revealing faded portraits of stern-faced ancestors staring down at her. She felt a shiver run down her spine but pressed on, drawn by a mix of fear and fascination. As she wandered through the dust-covered halls, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. She reached the grand staircase, its ornate railing twisted and broken in places. Taking a deep breath, she ascended, her footsteps echoing eerily in the silence. At the top, she found a long corridor lined with closed doors. One door, slightly ajar, caught her eye. The plaque above it read, "The Echo Room." Pushing the door open, Emily found herself in a large, circular chamber. The walls were lined with mirrors, each reflecting countless versions of herself. In the center of the room stood an antique phonograph. Curious, she approached and noticed an old, dusty record already in place. She turned the crank and set the needle. A haunting melody filled the room, accompanied by a soft, almost inaudible whispering. Emily strained to listen, and as the whispers grew louder, she realized they were saying her name. Emily, Emily. Her heart pounded as the whispers became more insistent. She tried to stop the phonograph, but the needle seemed stuck, the whispers growing into frantic shouts. The mirrors around her began to warp and twist, the reflections of herself morphing into grotesque, nightmarish versions. In a panic, she backed away, only to feel a cold hand grip her shoulder. Spinning around, she found herself face to face with a gaunt, spectral figure. Its hollow eyes bore into hers as it mouthed silently, its whispers merging with the cacophony. Desperate, Emily bolted from the room, the echoes of her name following her through the halls. She stumbled down the stairs and out the front door, her breath coming in ragged gasps. The moment she crossed the threshold, the noise ceased, replaced by an oppressive silence. She never spoke of what she saw in Graystone Manor, but the haunted look in her eyes told the tale. The townsfolk noticed she was never the same, her once vibrant spirit now shadowed by an ever-present fear. And though she never returned, the whispers of her name continued to echo within the manor, waiting for the next curious soul to step inside.